Happy, beautiful Sunday to everybody. Happy Sunday to you, or how are you? How is today's service? I hope you enjoy today's service. I know you enjoy it. Yeah. I enjoyed today's service. This was a wonderful Sunday afternoon right here from Nigeria. I hope you can hear me. Hello. Wherever you're hearing me from, just put it in the comment section. Let me know where you're watching me from. Let's interact. Today is interacting day. Let us, come. Let's grow together. And can you hear me? Whoops. Who is hearing me? Somebody is hearing me. Who is on the line? Can you hear me? Okay. Who is he? Thank you for coming. Thank you so much. So I have lots of things for you today. Today. Oh, I'm feeling so hot. I just want to make sure I'm okay. How are you? I'm fine. Oops. Today's Sunday is, it's one of those Sundays that you want to enjoy yourself. And I hope you're enjoying yourself. Take good care of yourself for me. Thank you so much. Someone likes my video. I want to comment. Please, as you watch, please comment. I want your comment. I want it to be an interactive video. I want it to be a very interactive video. I want it to be an interactive video, yeah. So that we can all get to things really working for us. And how do I look? I hope I look good. I hope you like my look. I just want to do away with wig, and I want to make sure I don't have anything to do with wig. I think I should do that for some time. I'm going to go away from. I don't know what is happening. I want to see my chart, and I'm not seeing it. I don't know. I want to see my chart. Sorry, I want to share. Let me quickly share my link. I've copied. I want to make sure I share out. And if you're watching me, you just tell me where you're watching me from. And I want it to be a very interactive period. I want it to be a very good one. And my name remains Ojuolape space, as you know, and I live right here in Ibadan. Then something is actually up, and I felt okay. My video is always about market vlog and going live on live stream. Please share this video. I have a deadline of this month to get my watch time complete. Please just support me. Watch to the end of the video, and I bet you I'm going to be doing a giveaway very soon. I think I'll be doing a giveaway soon. Once you watch my video, I think I need to start appreciating people that watch my video. It shouldn't just be people watching and nothing. And as you can see me, I'm dancing. Do you know why? I appreciate everybody that have been watching my video. Everybody. From 0% to 1 million people. I say thank you for always watching my video. It's not easy in this country. With the way things are, if somebody watch your video, if somebody could get a data and the person watches your video, you should give the person good kudos. The person really tried. I mean it. I'm not joking. Because this is a time people will just they want to maximize the way they spend, the way they buy data. So because of that, they try as much as possible to make sure that, okay, if they be buying data of maybe 10,000 per month, they want to cut it down. And cutting it down safe is not helping. So thank you so much. I appreciate everyone that have been watching my live stream. And I know as you watch, you want me to get monetized. Please help your baby sister to get monetized. Come, let's grow together. If you're a YouTuber, you also want to get monetized and you need to watch let's call it let's jam together. Now, we'll not jam die over. Let's, let's come together so that we all grow together. As I grow, you grow, everybody grow together, and we're going to enjoy our monetization. You know the way Nigeria be. I beg. Person suppose make sure say he do everything when go make am dey on top. If not, the person go just say he just did this life, he's drowning and nobody's bringing the person out. So but with the way the situation of Nigeria is going, I beg. And I do a lot of market vlogs, so I visited the market recently, and sincerely, things has really gone high. I have to come here and I have to say this. Things have really gone high, and it's high time we start coming out to help ourselves on how we are going to live our lives in such a way that even with this economy is not going to really drain down parents or drain students down or make our men get choked. Our men doesn't need to be choked. You don't really need to make them to go over stress. So like the Bible have said, sorry, I'm a Christian, and sorry, I might be quoting from the Bible. Like the Bible have said that we women, we are homemaker, and as homemaker, you should understand what we mean. That it does not just involve being an homemaker. You know how to cook, you know how to sweep, you know how to clean the house. It also comes with managing the family finances. With the way things are, if lots of women should come out and tell you what is happening in their home, you will scream and say, wow, so this is really what is happening. But something keeps it going, something keeps it alive. When you're a woman or you're a lady, you know how to manage your husband's finance, that even the man will felt, are you really sure that things are really expensive in the market? Because the way you manage this, the way you put things right, it's like things are not really expensive. And how do you achieve this? We can only achieve this type of a thing when you know how to manage your husband's finances. And when you want to manage your husband's finances, what else is going to be in place? Let's look at it, especially when it comes to food. I've visited the market, like I said recently, and things are so expensive. But the way things are expensive, there's a way you can manage it, that everything is still going to blend and you're not going to be choked with whatever you are doing. Now, let's firstly look at something, how to make you understand that in each season, there are some food that you have them in excess. Like I live right here in Ibadan, and yam. We have yam now surplus in Ibadan, and plantain is just coming out. So you should understand what is going to be happening with your food, what is going to be happening with the way you're going to manage your husband's finances with your food. That is where I'm coming to. But before we get to that, let's quickly move down to main business. And my main business is Nigerian food timetable. But before we get to Nigerian food timetable, your baby girl is drowning. I am drowning. And what is drowning me down? It's not water. Something is really drowning me. It's pulling me down. And that is my wash time. Your baby girl has not achieved her wash time. And hey, you should not allow me to come on this your house door to start crying and start sharing tears and be like, wow, are you sure it's more than this? Yes, it reached this, even past this. Please, if you are watching me, please don't click off. Support me. Watch me for as long as you can. See it as a way of as a way of helping your baby sister, as a way of helping your friend, and as a way of helping your personal person on the screen. So let's get down to business. So what I was talking about, meal planning. When you're planning your meal, that's you're looking at the tip that helps with meal planning. There are some tips you need to really get. If you don't have this tip, you always get out quickly of what your family is going to eat, and that is going to even cost you more in spending. So that's why I'm bringing you some things to know those important ideas that will help your meal planning. If you don't plan your meal, I wonder what is going to happen. I wonder what is going to happen to you if you don't plan your meal, because it's so important that in our country, I'll continue to shout it. I've not visited other countries, though I've read about them, and things are also expensive. But when it comes to Nigeria, since we are together here, there are things we need to do that you see, you feel so relaxed that so we can live, myself and my family can really live a joyous life, having a very good meal, even in whatever the situation is in the country. So that's what I'm going to talk about, the food timetable. And as you know, our normal day starts from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So those 7 days is compulsory. What is going to happen? Sorry, I'm trying to get some shots. Hi. Okay, from where? I wish I could see this. I don't know why it's my... Hi, somebody is eyeing me. I never see the person very well. I bet if they eye me well, make I see your face. This thing just comes and disappear. I don't know why my shirt is coming up and disappearing. Maybe there's a particular setting I need to make on my channel or on this live stream that I haven't. So maybe I need someone to put me through. I don't know why it's giving me this attitude of not showing me where. Please help your sister. Help my live stream. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, I think I got it now. This is Justine, and this is I Trust You, my baby girl. You know, I need my inspiration. Thank you so much for calling. I trust you. Kudos, love you. Thank you so much. Now let's get to when we have to get back to business. So when we're talking about planning, you know, we need to have time management. What do we mean by time management? If you're a career woman, you're working and your husband works too, then coming back home, you start brainstorming. It's hell of a stress when it has to come to how you're going to plan your meal. Once you're a family woman, if you're telling me it's not stressful, there's something, you need to share the secrets. But when you have to start sitting down to like, what are we eating tonight? What are we eating tomorrow afternoon? What are we even eating tonight? And you know, everything just comes in. Then before you know it, it's just like nothing to eat again. You get bored. But with the help of a timetable, it keeps you, it guides you on the way to plan for your meal. So that is why I'm bringing to you our Nigerian timetable. Our Nigerian timetable that will also assist you in this situation, in this time that we are in Nigeria. So let me see. Before we talk about the timetable, we have to talk about something that is very, very important. We have to look at what is our budget. Don't just in the every month your husband will come and say, okay, what is the budget for next month? You just say, I don't know. Just give me any amount. It just gives you any amount because you're not planning. As a wife, that's why they will tell you being an housewife, even being a career housewife, career married woman with the kids, is not just a day job. It's a big tax. It's a big job. Kudos to all wives. I mean, kudos to all women. I know what I'm saying. That you have to like, okay, what are we eating tonight? What are we eating tomorrow morning? And you have to do this yourself every time throughout the year, unless maybe you have a vacation, yourself and your husband and the children as a family, you are going on vacation, but I bet you most of the time you spend inside your house. So it's really giving us stress with what is happening. Now let's come back to the days of the week. Like I've mentioned before, we have the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. In these days, in a day, let's, for example, on Monday, we have morning, afternoon, evening, night. And when we have this four, we are going to eat. Some people eat 4 times a day. Some people eat 3 times a day. Some people eat 2 times a day. Why some people eat just 1? Don't ask me why, you know. And when we now talk about, you know, that when we have this 101. I don't know if you remember those code. 001 110 001 101. It means they eat in the morning. Like 101 means you eat in the morning, you skipped the afternoon, and you eat at night. Then the 00001, you don't eat in the morning, you don't eat in the afternoon, but you eat at night. Then you have the you have the 010. You don't eat in the morning, you eat in the afternoon, you skip night. But that is not a very healthy way of living. If you're living like that, something is wrong somewhere. It's not normal. So for us to not have our meal well planned in the day, especially those of us, don't tell me, oh, the money I had is so small, I can't afford to feed them for 3 times a day, and my children usually eat 2 times. They eat in the morning, then wait till night before they eat. Then you're not managing your finances very well. If you manage, they are going to have their meal 3 times a day. I mean it, I'm not joking. I mean 3 times a day, fully 3 times. Woo! I'm gotta be tasty. Let me just cook my mind. So you have to make sure they eat 3 times a day. Please don't starve these kids. They need to eat well. They need to eat well. So, and what is your schedule like? We have to look at you. Have to look at your schedule and what season. What season? When I mean what season, the season at which you have a particular food in excess. Don't say, oh, this is my favorite, even if it's not, even if it's not the right season for that particular food. Then you start spending unnecessarily to make your family feel well. So let's go to our timetable. I have a timetable. Now that brings me to Sisi Yemi. Sisi Yemi has a food timetable on her channel, and when I follow Sisi Yemi, I watched that video, and when I saw what is there, I was like, wow, this is nice. I love it. I love the food timetable, but sometimes it might not really work with everybody, due to the fact that there are some things she mentioned that some people, they never chop on for their life. Not be loud. They have never tasted it in their dear life. They have never even smelled anything. So, but when it comes to our normal Nigerian food, if you have pen, because I've documented, I've made a timetable for this video, for this particular video. So if you have your timetable, let's go right into the video. Let's go right into the timetable of your thing. So let me start with, okay, today is a beautiful day, and starting a beautiful day, you need a very beautiful food. A very beautiful food in the morning comes with a very, now when I want to do something for, let me start from on Monday. You can have a nice meal for Monday, but you can have, there's no meal you have for Monday you cannot have on Tuesday, you cannot have on Sunday, you cannot have on Saturday. So before I get to my meal period, let me even come back to when I was growing up. Yes, I grew up in a home that we have food timetable. It's not every one of us that grew up in a home that has food timetable. Me, I grew up in Warri. So growing up in Warri, we have food timetable. And you know, we have this food timetable. James will have shared it. Sisi Yemi will have shared it. Compulsory every Saturday morning. I don't know. It must be pap and akara. Every Saturday morning, compulsory. Then every Sunday night, it must be pounded yam with vegetable soup. Those this was years back. I can still remember. Yes, it has to be pounded yam every Sunday. Like this special Sunday now, tonight, it's going to be pounded yam with a 4-row. That is vegetable soup. So there are sometimes I look forward to the meal we are having. There are sometimes I don't even want to hear anything. So when I was growing up, in the morning was pap and beans. And for the first time, let me share it here. So if if my family is hearing me, please don't score me for this. I'm going to say, when I was growing up, I hate pap so much. Let me not be I don't want to taste it. I don't even want to see it. In fact, no matter how much sugar, milk, I don't want pap. So this is what I usually do. Once the pap, we have been served pap, I'll take my pap and pour it. I'll go straight down to the zinc. Because I don't want it and they must see you drink that pap. So I'll quickly take my cup, I'll put in water in the zinc and wash it off. Then I'll put water inside that cup and bring out the cup and quickly drink the cup in your presence, thinking I've drank my pap. So I so much ate pap, and imagine when you ate pap, and that is even your meal. They were like, we have to have a very light food in the morning. So they come around with a plan of pap every morning. The another interesting thing is then every Friday, you usually have agidi. That is, you don't know agidi. In Delta, we call it agidi, but Yoruba call it eko. We usually have eko, ameme, those things. I was like, what is this? Is this food? We're made to eat it. Then when we were growing up, then there's this soup. We usually have this soup, although I don't like it. I don't know. I don't like it. When I was growing up, my parents usually prepare soya milk soup. Then I think soya milk was involved, and we have to start using soya milk, I think, to prepare our vegetable soup. The taste is somehow. I mean, the taste is, when I say the taste was really somehow. I don't really enjoy it so much. So that was when we were growing up. So there are a lot of things that, but what I realized that the timetable we were given at home wasn't just a timetable just for the fact that the food won't just to be programmed, but this is a food that with the normal balanced diet for children, they make sure that everything is balanced so that we will not be lacking this or that. But children, for who they are, they will always like, I don't want this. I don't. Let me not tell the story of some people here. You just come and start. Now stone I go to hear from my head. So now let's get so much to our business. So when it comes to the meal planning, now in Nigeria, the thing not easy. The thing not easy. Then they were like, things are expensive, but now what do we call it? They are out of hand. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is this season. You don't really have much, but yam is involved. You have yam. Here in Ibadan, we have yam. So on Monday morning, you can have yam and vegetable soup. Yam and vegetable soup is good for morning. Your kids can also eat it in the morning before getting to school. It don't really have to be a very heavy food for them, but you can just make sure that you have this yam and the vegetable for them to take in the morning. Then for your afternoon, you can all have your normal rice. But nowadays, I notice, because I work in school, I notice most parents give their children rice to school. They are always with rice. If this child opens his or her cooler, rice. This one, rice and stew, rice and this, jollof rice. Everything is just all around rice. So you can have your normal rice in the afternoon. That is, I'm talking about on Monday. On Monday morning, I'm talking about your yam and vegetable soup. Vegetable, you don't necessarily have to start running down to the market. At your backyard, you should have some vegetables. From your bitter leaf to your water leaf to your ugu, if you can plant those things, they are just little minor things you can have at the back of your house. Also garden egg leaf, like my back of my house, I have garden egg leaf. I don't have ugu, but I have bitter leaf. I have efirin, that is our saint leaf. I have those, then water leaf, I have some in my area. So you can see that is very, very good once you have these things around. Then at night, your children can have potato salad. So your food is not going to be expensive, yes, but they are going to enjoy themselves. I don't know if you understand me. They are not going to be too expensive, but they are going to enjoy yourself. Then when you move back now, potato in Ibadan now is cheap. You can get a potato of 200 naira, 400 naira, 500 naira. For a family of 5, I don't know how much you eat. If you eat so heavy, potato of 500 naira is going to be enough for you. And making it as potato salad. If you have never heard of potato salad, then you're going to wait to the end of this video. I'm going to tell you how to prepare, what it's all about, potato salad. Someone else is here. Hello. Thank you. Thank you Fumi for watching. Yes, this is Fumi from Warri. She bake cake. If you want your cake, check out Fumi. She's very good. She's very, very good if you want your cake, and she's on YouTube. Need my inspiration? Thank you so much for coming around. Yes, you can also watch a video. Need my inspiration? She inspires a lot, so much. And I'm seeing someone, sorry, I couldn't call the name properly. I wish I can. It said Justi Une Africani. Hi. Thank you so much for coming around. So that is that for all your Monday morning, your good meal you have on Monday morning. Then let's go to Tuesday morning. Tuesday, I want to talk about, yes, let's talk about same, going around for the same. You can have your sandwich and vegetable for your children. I mean sandwich with your vegetable, fish vegetable. Your children will like it. When I say your children will like it, I mean your children will like it. It's that time you start training them with them things they eat. You don't just give them junk food every time. You also have to, like, okay, they can also enjoy this particular meal. And all this meal, I think at the end of the day, I'm going to give you the prices of these food items that I'm mentioning in Ibadan. So you watch to the end to see the food prices now in Ibadan. I know it might be more expensive in other parts of Nigeria, but in Ibadan, yeah, I'm going to give you the price. Then in the afternoon, your children can always have eba. This is what most kids doesn't want to hear. They don't want to hear that name, eba. It sounds weird. But please, encourage them to take it, even if it's little. Don't always leave them to judge you, to dictate to you what they are eating. Gari is now cheaper. If you want to ask me how much is Gari, I'm going to give that to you. Then at night, your kids can have spaghetti. I mean spaghetti. Your spaghetti is just going to be your spaghetti. You can have some veggies, you can have some fish, you can have some, meat and all those to make it a complete meal. Now let's go to, that was for on Tuesday. Now let's go to Wednesday. What we have on Wednesday. Like I said, some people will not like it, but you have to try it. Now let's go for on Wednesday. On Wednesday, I think Wednesday we think in the morning I program that you have pap and akara. I know you will like ask me, with the time I wake up, how will I peel beans, fry akara, fry the beans, and now make pap and make these children to kids that even they don't even want to eat? We are going to talk about that. We are going to talk about that. As a mother, we really need to iron this out. Then in the afternoon of that pap, you can have semo. Your kids can have semo in the afternoon. Semo with stew and ewedu, or semo with vegetable. Then at night, you can have something that is so light, that is not so heavy for you, for the children. You can give them jollof rice. No kids, that word jollof, especially when it comes to Nigerian jollof, not just jollof, Nigerian jollof, you could imagine. It's going to go a very long way for them. Then another thing we can talk about is, like I said, there are some things and full, you can get them around. So let's talk about Thursday. On Thursday, you can have boiled plantain and beans, or boiled plantain and vegetable. Boiled plantain and beans, boiled plantain and vegetables. Then you can also have, in the afternoon, you can have, if you like, ogbolo soup. Ogbolo soup is so easy to make. Ogbolo is available in the market. If you don't know how to do it, then you have to start changing your meal. You don't have to just put your children to one particular type of meal because you are just typical Yoruba. You want your children to be just only Yoruba soup, Yoruba food. Please cook different types of food. Any tribe food you know how to cook it. Then at night, you can go for yam porridge. Yam porridge is, you can have that at night. Then let's go for on Thursday. On Friday morning. On Friday morning, your children can have bread, egg, and tea. I think that is easy to make. That is easy, quicker to organize. You have your egg, boiled egg, bread, and tea. Now come to talk about some children. Like I have some kids. One doesn't even eat egg at all. One does eat egg, but it doesn't eat boiled egg, only fried egg. So when you have such kids, what do you do to them? So we think we need to talk about that later. And this is an interactive forum. Please, in fact, it's like I should be coming on live every day, because we really need to do more of getting to know ourselves and getting to know me more and better. Let me put some paparazzi to my real paparazzi. Let me add some paparazzi to my video, Gary, because these people are just looking at me. You are not sending me your love. You are not sending me love. Send me love. Send me love. Let me see in your chat. Send me love. Let's interact. Let's see what is happening. Let's know ourselves better. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. So I'm trying to make sure you come online. Let me still quickly share. Sorry. Let me share. Yeah. Okay. Keep on watching. Thank you so much for coming around. This is your baby girl, Ojuolape Space. And so we keep with Friday. I said Friday morning we have our boiled egg with our bread and tea for your children. Even for you, it's also good for you, for your husband too. Then for your afternoon, maybe for your lunch, you have your normal. You can go with fufu. If you like fufu, you can go with fufu and ogbono soup. That's good. Then in the fufu and ogbono soup, then at night, you can also have native jollof. Now, there's one lovely thing about rice that some people have taken notice of. Why some people don't get bored of rice is they are not out to, let me put it, what English am I going to use for rice? They know how to manipulate rice. Let me use that. Some people know how to manipulate. When I mean manipulate, they know how to manipulate rice. They know how to turn rice upside down and manipulate it. They can prepare rice 3 times, and you are going to eat that rice 3 times a day, and you are going to enjoy it, but they are not going to prepare it in the same form, in the same way. So we have native jollof rice. I think I should, maybe some things I make mention here, maybe I should prepare them in my video so that you see how it's being prepared. Another thing we can talk about on Saturday, that's the big day. On Saturday, daddy is always around, everybody's always around, so we want to make sure that we have a perfect meal that doesn't stress, that it might be a little bit stressful, but you're going to enjoy every bit of that time. You have your boiled yam with egg. It can be fried egg. Some people like boiled egg with yam, boiled yam. While some people prefer boiled yam with fried egg. You can go for that. Then in the afternoon, you can also, like a plan here, you can have ikokore. Yes, I told you it's high time you change your children to different food. You just program them to one particular type of food. You can have ikokore. And how is ikokore prepared? I'm going to explain. I think I have that in my video. I've prepared ikokore in my video, and if you want to see how they prepare ikokore, you can check out my YouTube channel on how to prepare ikokore. Then another thing you can also check out is still the same rice. Rice with vegetable stew. It's different from rice with soup. And it's different from rice, native jollof rice. Now, I don't know. That's why I told you that some people can manipulate rice. We have I have my program type of rice. I have native jollof rice. I have normal jollof rice. Then I have rice with vegetable. They are not the same. They are different. Then the Sunday, the big day. You can have your sweet potato with carrot sauce and chicken. You have your what? Your potato, carrot sauce with chicken. I think there are some food I need to but you can check them out on CC Yemi video if you want to get more of all this recipe of nice recipe you can give to your family that are not so expensive. Check out CC Yemi video. Another thing you can look at is edikaikon and padelian. I'm talking of on Sunday. This is Sunday. Sunday is when you are with your family, you enjoy the best meal. So Sunday, I'm talking about Sunday. Then on Sunday night, you can have something like special fried rice. I think you're going to ask me, what is special fried rice? Yes, we have fried rice and we have special fried rice. That special fried rice is going to consist of orishirishi. All the orishirishi you are going to have them. All the orishirishi that you want in your meal, you are going to have them. So it contains of what? Orishirishi. So now let's move back to what the market in Nigeria is saying concerning all this food I've mentioned. Now when you look at all this food I've mentioned with the way I've arranged them, you can also interchange them the way you want, the way you like it. So when it comes to yam, we have yam here in Ibadan. I don't know about your area. I don't know about your country. But now yam is available. We are saying yam season. You can still have yam. So you can have more meal. Yam in your meal. Yes, you still have more yam. In Ibadan here, you can get a yam of 500 naira, 400 naira, 300 naira. 3 pieces, not just one. You can have 3 pieces of yam for 300 naira, the one of 200, the one of 500, depending on how big. Then when you now come to, I think I also mentioned plantain. This is plantain season. The plantain is just coming out now, so it's cheaper now. Plantain is cheaper, so if you want to have plantain and vegetable for your children, they are going to enjoy it. Yes, there was one recipe I saw in CC Yemi video. I think she cooked plantain porridge. That plantain porridge and it's going to be super duper yummy. So this season I'm going to try out that CC Yemi plantain recipe. In fact, now that you have plantain, the another beautiful thing about plantain is either you have the boiled plantain or the fried plantain or the roast plantain, which is my own favorite. I love plantain and roasted plantain and groundnut. I don't know whether they use that to do juju for me. I don't know. Kai, once I'm going on the streets and I can find plantain, roasted plantain and groundnut, that woman selling it, sure, she will get. She has seen a customer because I will rightfully come to you and buy. So that I love roasted plantain and groundnut. I just like it. I love that combination. So when I want to eat it, I don't eat them separate. I'll take plantain, I'll like pack it with my groundnut, and I love it so much. So plantain is available. Any way you want to manipulate your plantain, like I said, is either you're using roasted plantain, your children can have it. And I've done that in my video, how to roast plantain with microwave. And it was so, when someone was telling me I was lying, that it wasn't a microwave I used, I was like, okay, maybe I'm going to do another type of plantain roasting. I'm going to roast plantain with my microwave. This time around, I didn't really show them my microwave. So this time around, I'm going to show them my microwave. So that they can see that I'm going to, it might take a longer video, but I don't mind. As long you can see that, okay, this person, she wasn't even lying. I don't manipulate things on YouTube. The way it comes, I will give it out. So I don't have cost to come out to get a roasted plantain outside and now show you and said I roasted this. I don't like that idea. I don't like it at all. So what I actually did was, my children love roasted plantain. Sometimes they like roasted plantain with stew. So now that you have roasted plantain, you can look at how you're going to manipulate your Nigerian timetable. Plantain is cheap now. You have a plantain of 200 naira. Now in Ibadan, we have the one of 500, and then you are buying the bunch, the full bunch. We have plantain of 1,000 to 1,500, 3,000. I have a friend, a female friend, that's what she does. She has a farm of plantain, so she usually gets plantain out like that. So your plantain is, let me put it, readily available in the market now. So, or if you don't want roasted plantain for your children, then you can have the boiled plantain. Now when it comes to boiled plantain, you can have ripe boiled plantain or unripe. For the unripe, a lot of old people love it because it doesn't contain anything starch, or I think it doesn't contain, let me put it, sugar. Yeah, I think it's mainly iron, that's unripe plantain. So that makes them to always want to eat unripe plantain. So you can have your unripe plantain with your stew, with your vegetable stew, anyone you prefer. Your children are just going to love it. But the boiled one, you can also have it. Then we cannot have it for dodo. After cooking your jollof rice, your normal rice, you can fry your plantain and you can have it. Then you can have plantain and fried egg. Though in my area now, in Ibadan here, per egg is just 16 naira. So per egg is 6. That's 16. I think it's still big. But it's not a jumbo pack. It's not a jumbo one, but at least to the medium, you can have 16 naira egg. So if you have a family of 5 or family of 6, you can have like 5-6 eggs if you like. Because like me, I don't like my kids taking excess egg. Like 1 per child, I think is enough. So you have your fried plantain with it, and I'm telling you, your children is going to be filled to the brim. It's not necessary every morning you have to load them with rice and stew, spaghetti and stew, and they have to go down to school. Now another thing that is fully available that you can also have with your children, your fruits. I haven't mentioned that. There are some fruits that are available now in the market. You have orange. Orange is available now, but the thing is, you have to make sure that where you are getting your orange from, please, you have to know where you are getting your orange from. Don't just get your orange any place. I don't know I'm going to say this online, but as one-to-one, please, excuse me, where you're getting your orange is very, very important. Unless when you get to the market, this is just the secret. When I was growing up, this is what we do. My parents usually send me to the market to buy. We don't buy 2 oranges. The market where they sell orange market, then I grew up in Delta State, I grew up in Efun. So we have Efron market, and they have is Efron market day. So these women that sells fruits, they don't sell just pieces, they sell by bag, their basket or dozen. So sometimes we usually get like 4, 5, 6 dozen. So when you get that, you could manage the number of oranges you're having at home, and you wash it yourself and you peel for your children. So it's not everything that if you don't, you have to buy 2, 3. It's more cheaper when you buy in bulk, when you buy your orange in bulk, even your fruit, when you buy them in bulk. If you live in Lagos, if you know where they call K2, K2 is before, if you are going to my 12, if you are coming from Lagos Island, K2 is before my 12. So when you get to K2, ask them you are going to K2 Ikosi. When you get to K2 Ikosi, there's a market there, they sell fruits. If you get there, you scream. So you can get your fruit, your basket of orange. You don't necessarily start buying one. These days they sell one maybe 20 naira, 30 naira, or 40 naira. You can buy it in bulk, stock them at home, let your children enjoy fruits. Watermelon is also available now. It's so cheap. You can buy just one big one. There was a time myself and my husband and my kids usually take, I don't know, later we just stopped it, but I think it was very, very good when we were doing that. It helps the system. But I just realized, yes, because we are growing up, we might enjoy it, but the kids, they might not, they enjoy it, but it might not really be too good for them, because like that fruit I'm talking about, watermelon, sometimes myself and my husband will take it as a meal, a whole full meal. After taking it, we don't eat any other thing. So we'll get the big watermelon, we cut it and we dice it and we start eating. When you're full, you drink water even with it, and you see that you're completely full as an adult. So it's not going to make you heavy. When I'm out now, I make some moves with people around. They were like, wow, this lady, how do you do it? Sometimes I make sure I go only on fruits. Every time I don't go on heavy food. I try as much as possible to make sure that my food that I'm eating, I don't over food. I don't eat over. I don't eat all this heavy food, so that I'll be able to do lot of things with my body. I'll be able to do swags. I'll be able to move. I can run. So it all comes from the type of food you load your body system with. Then also you can have your sugarcane. Sugarcane is available now. Let your children taste sugarcane. Let them know. When I was growing up, they give me transport fare from, they usually drop me in the school in the morning, and I'm expected to enter the car back to the house in the afternoon. But get to me, I walk down and I will use my money to buy water and buy sugarcane. That is how much I love sugarcane. Myself and my friends, we like, look, we are not entering any transport. We will not enter. We walk down, and when we get to roundabout, a full roundabout, we'll get all this man that sells sugarcane. So sugarcane is good for your children. Sugarcane is good for you. Make sure you help them to get sugarcane. It's very, very good. Another thing that's relatively so available here in Ibadan is pineapple. We have pineapple in Ibadan. Sorry if all these things I'm mentioning, they are not in your area or they are over expensive. I'm so sorry, but yet you still have to get it for them. Don't starve your children from fruit. Fruit is very, very, very good for them. Let them have fruit as much as they can have it. Then let's go back to the best time I want to share with you. I have something else to share with you, and let's look at it. How does it really works? How does it really move? Sisi Yemi make mention of having a yogurt and pancake. Yeah. Now a bag of a Congo. Yeah, a Congo is, this thing make cup. A cup is sold for 16 naira in Ibadan. The tin milk, that is that tin, that one tin milk of flour is sold for 16 naira. A family of 5 in the morning or at a go, you can have 5 cups of this flour. That is 5 times 6, that is 300 naira. With this 300 naira, you can get this flour. I bet you won't finish it. If you're making your pancake, you can't. And what do you need for your pancake? You need your sugar, you need your, if you like, you compulsory, you need your egg, you need your baking powder. A can of baking powder is sold for 100 naira. That same thing of cup for 1 cup of sugar is sold for 80 naira. So now let's add everything together. You can't finish a tin of baking powder. It's so much because you just need a pinch. So you are going to reuse and reuse and reuse it. Then when it comes to your sugar, you can't use that 1 full cup of sugar, that is 80 naira. You can't finish it. You're going to use like half, that is 40 naira. Then your flour, like I said, this flour, that 300 naira flour, forget it. If you finish, you're still going to have excess pancake at home. Then you get your groundnut oil. Your vegetable oil, a bottle of vegetable oil is sold for 1,000 naira. Now, when you're frying your pancake, you know the way it goes. You just put just little oil in your fry pan and make sure it spreads around the fry pan. Then after you have mixed your pancake, you add it to it. So you can see that what you really need for your pancake to be achieved is little. I tell you, for a family of 5, for that pancake preparation, excluding your eat, though you're not going to need much eat, it's not going to cost you more than, let me say, 500 naira. And for that 500 naira, I bet you there are some other meal you might prepare that even it will not feed 1 person. So that's why I'm coming back to the prices of foodstuffs in Nigeria, and the ones that are so cheap that you and your family can enjoy. Now let's really also move to French toast. French toast is also good. Bread is available, though bread is expensive now. If you can bake bread, why not do that? Although myself and my family, I don't usually buy bread, I bake bread. And why do I bake bread? When I was growing up, we bake bread. My daddy usually bake bread, so I learned how to do that when I was little. We'll come home, we'll do the mixing, we had a fry pan and we have a oven, so we'll bake our bread ourselves. So when I got married I decided to go through that same method. So I bake my bread myself, but if you can't do that because of time, you can always get bread. And we get bread, you get your toasting machine. So easy. There you go. Then you can have it with tea and boiled egg for your children. Then you're going to enjoy all the way. Then another one is, what is also cheap now is gari. How much gari in your area? In my area, I should tell you how much they say gari. Now gari is so cheap. Gari is really, really so cheap. Let's watch those that have comments. Let's know. Thank you, part of the solution. Okay, hello, happy Sunday to you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much. Don't forget to share this lovely video this afternoon. You can share this video, let others also enjoy this beautiful video right now. We are talking about Nigerian food timetable, and with where things are very expensive in the country, how you can enjoy with your family, how you can plan your food timetable, that you will not even feel the pinch of the country situation when it comes to feeding. So I'm giving you the prices of things right now in Ibadan. They are so cheap. When I mean so cheap, they are very, very, I don't mean just, they are so cheap. And so we're also going to the normal dodo is cheap. Beans with corn plus beef and dodo. What a nice meal to start any day. If you can afford that, then I think it's also good for your children to have that wonderful combination of food. Then unripe plantain porridge, like I've said, plantain, this is plantain season, so you are going to try as much as possible to make use of plantain. And I was making mention of, you can roast your plantain, you can fry your plantain, you can boil your plantain, you can also have your plantain porridge. Like I said at Sisi Yemi, made that in a video, and that makes it. Hello, who is on the air? Thank you so much. Woo! Abio, food are cheap. Thank you, Queen. I have to give my shout out. Thank you to Queen Aniki. Queen Aniki, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I always love your video. I love those hairstyle. I wish I can do those hairstyle. Most times I just envy what I can't do. I usually envy those that can do it. Because when it comes to hairstyle, she has different types of hairstyles. Check out her video. Let's us also grow it. Let's grow together. So get to Queen Nikki. She's on YouTube channel. She makes hair. She's an hair stylist, hair specialist all the way. So make a shout out to her. She's very good at what she does. I watch her most times. Yes, she's very, 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 very good. I give her a thumbs up all the time, and I always make sure I support my sweet sister. I love you, sis. So when we come to food, yes, you say food is cheap in Ibadan, but nevertheless, you can't compare our revenue in Ibadan with wherever you are. If your food is expensive in your area, definitely your revenue is also higher. So let's go to the economics analysis. You know, the higher the revenue, the higher the prices of food items, then the lower the revenue, the lower the prices of food items. So I think it's going for vice versa like that in Ibadan here. So that's why we have those prices like that in Ibadan. Then another beautiful thing we have in Ibadan, some children, when it comes to akara, yes, and I want to talk about preparing akara, because I make mention that you can have akara and pap in the morning for your children. And I know you'll be asking me, how is that possible? How can I have akara and pap? I don't have all the whole time. Yes, you can always make your powdered beans. Powdered beans is easy to prepare to make. Maybe I'm going to do that, or let me quickly share how to do powdered beans. You get your beans in the market. You just pick out the stone, the dirt in the market, because I do this in the market because bringing it to the house and taking it back to ground might really be a very stressful one for me. So what I usually do is I'll pick my beans, pick all the dirt, the stone, everything. I'll make sure that I blow out all the dirt. Then the next thing I'm going to do like that, I'll take it to a machine that grinds to powder. So I'll take it right straight to the machine, and I'm going to grind out my beans to powder. So once it is powder form, I'm done for it. I can have that in my house for 2 months, for 3 months. And when I want to use it for akara, I don't go extra length. You just have to mix it with your normal dry pepper, that you've grinded pepper. You add your salt, you add your seasoning, and you put your fry pan on heat. Then you add your groundnut oil and you fry your akara. So it's not going to take you so longer than you ever imagine for yourself. So that's how to go about, because when I make mention that you're going to be having pap and akara in the morning, I know some people will like, this woman, do you even know what you're saying? How can I wake up in the morning? I'll wake up by 4 o'clock. I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to put the children to I have to bath them, wear their clothes, prepare their lunch boxes, prepare the breakfast. Then I have to make sure that I attend to my husband, carrying things my husband is taking to his office. I have to make sure that I've packed them. Then you still expect me to peel beans, now run through grinding of the beans, then going through the process of putting fry pan on fire on it, and start adding my groundnut oil and start making one thing called akara on a Monday morning. Then you are not serious. But no, that's not what I'm actually saying. What I'm actually saying is you have your powdered beans at home, and if you don't mind, if such thing is so stressful for you, then with your specification of what you want to have in your powdered beans, then Ojuolape Space is here for you. That is why I am here for you. I want to remove from you all those stress of going to the market, having to do this, having to do that. I don't have the day. I will do that for you wherever you are, in Nigeria or outside Nigeria. If you want powdered beans, I will do it for you. You just have to send me your specification of how you want it to be. Then I will prepare it myself and I'll send you, even if it's 1 bag of powdered beans, you are going to have it. And once you have that powdered beans, it saves you the stress of also preparing gbegiri soup. If you don't eat gbegiri soup, please let your children taste it. Gbegiri soup is made from beans, watery beans, and you add your soup and ewedu. If you don't like ewedu, you can have your soup and your gbegiri, and your children can go with any swallow that you want. Now we are moving to, I also make mention of eba. Now a gari is so cheap now in Ibadan. Gari is so cheap now in Ibadan. A Congo of gari now is being sold for 250 naira. Can you see they are enjoying? So it shows a tin cup of gari now in Ibadan is sold for 25 naira. Can you see that God is remembering us for good? I mean it too. God is made. So you can see that gari is cheap. Gari is 250, and it's not just anyhow gari. It's a very good one, drinkable one. I will have even packed some and start drinking. So I'll show you the type of gari, so neat and so clean, for 25 naira. That is 250 naira. But the gari too is still lesser than that. You can still get gari for 200 naira here in Ibadan, which is a tin cup. It goes for 20 naira of gari, and that makes it good for your children if they want eba. And when you're making your eba, you know some children run away from eba because your eba is too hard. Please try and make eba that is soft. Don't make, if eba is too hard for your children, they will not want to take it, because once it gets to their throat and it's stuck there, they will not want to try it the next time. Try as much of it. Let your eba be very soft. Make it soft. That makes the children to fall in love with eba. Some people will tell you, my children doesn't eat eba. They cannot take eba. Eba alone. If they don't take pallium, they'll take semo. Eba is also good. Your children needs energy. Your children don't have to be fragile. You don't have to always be there to run after them, to carry them. Let them be strong. And eba is good for them. Eba is good. So now gari is so cheap. Though I don't know the amount of yellow gari. I think I should ask. I think I need to get the price of yellow gari in Ibadan. But when it comes to the normal any gari in Ibadan is 25 naira. So gari now is so cheap. Then we have our elubo. Our elubo is pada Congo now, ungrinded one, is sold for 300 naira. So if you also want that, it's so cheap now in Ibadan. So anything that has to do with swallow, I think it's cheaper now in Ibadan. You can enjoy your swallow now. So that's I add swallow to your food. Then you can also still have your pounded yam this period, because yam is available. Then now, new yam, when you have a new yam and you prepare it, it's like, it tastes like water yam. But because of it has now, most of the yam is dry. The water has really dried now, so they are now good for pounded yam. You can now use your yam. The yam is seasoned now. It's very, very good for pounded yam. You don't have to go through the stress of, we can't eat pounded yam this period. It's very, very, you can enjoy your pounded yam. This is the time for you to enjoy pounded yam. You will love it. You will like it when it comes to pounded yam. So then now, pour potato. Potato is cheap now in Ibadan. Potato is cheap. When I mean potato is cheap, a family of 5 cannot finish a 1,000 naira potato, let me say, in 3 days, because it's much. So your children can have potato. You can have a lot of things you can do with potato. You have potato porridge. You have potato chips. If your children like potato chip, then you can have beans and sweet potato porridge. Children also love that. If they are going to school, they can go along. They can take that to school. It's very, very. Then you can have potato and stew. You can have just boiled potato and stew, and boiled potato and vegetable. Now, it's still raining, although the rain is gradually rounding up, but nevertheless, we still have enough vegetable in Ibadan, where I know you also have vegetable in your area. Please make sure these children takes vegetable. It's good for you, it's good for your children. So you can have a lot of things to do with vegetable. When I was growing up, we were made to cook in our own house. We were made to cook beans and vegetable. We had vegetable to our beans, vegetable to our rice. Now this is how interesting it is. Let me now give you the hint of how we eat vegetable. There's a leaf they call green leaf, if you know it. This leaf, that is Spanish. This leaf, after we have prepared our rice, we have our stew. Then all we just do to this leaf, we just dice it, you raise it, you cut it, you chop it. After chopping it, then you rinse. After rinsing, we put a kettle on fire with water, and after the water got to boil, we just add that water to our vegetable, and we don't even allow it to get, you don't allow it to even stay for up to 2 minutes. Immediately you add the boiled water, then we sieve out the boiled water immediately. Then that is how we now serve it direct on our food, on our rice. You just pack it like that direct. You don't add it to the soup, because a lot of people, once they are cooking this vegetable, they'll after cooking their soup, they'll add this vegetable even right on fire. Oh my god. And it keeps on boiling, and every nutrient, every vitamin, they have cooked it off. So that's why I'm trying to put it that it's vegetable soup for your plantain, your pottage, is for your yam. Is easy to prepare. You don't need to have extra, you don't need to go extra mile to prepare your vegetable for your children. So there are lots of food timetable that are very, very, very good. You are not going to spend much. So now yam is around, please, you can make it of yam for your children, so that you and your children, you can enjoy yourself. Then plantain, yes, plantain is available. Unlike 2 months ago, there was no plantain. There was no plantain. It was scarce. But now, when you get to the market, you can get a lot and lot of plantain. Ripe and unripe plantain is fully available. It's not so expensive to me. I would say it's not so expensive. The price is okay. You know one thing about plantain? This is just the trick about plantain. When you notice plantain, for who plantain is, those vendors selling plantain, they can't hold plantain for too long, because it's going to get spoiled. So they try as much as possible. Once they see that the plantain have gotten to that level that is now so ripe, they try as much as possible to sell it off, or else this thing is just they are going to throw it away. So that is one thing about plantain. Plantain is not something you are going to sell, it's not something you are going to sell and you are going to hike the price for people to pay so exorbitant money to get. They have to make sure that they quickly make sure that the plantain, they sell it off, so that they will enjoy, they'll get profit from what they're saying. I want to take biscuit. I hope you don't mind. I think I should share this biscuit. I don't know why. This biscuit is called double decker. I know sometimes you have to sorry, I don't know why. So if sometimes I just look at it, I thank God for my husband, because if not for my husband, I think I won't be eating at all. I'm not the eating type. Once I have my snack, once I have biscuits with especially with tea, I'm okay for that day. But men now, they'll tell you, no, I won't swallow, I want this, I want that, and you can't deny them those good food. So I try as much as possible to make sure that. And after preparing, my husband was like, where's your own food? I was like, are you not eating? I said, I'm eating. We are going to eat. So he makes sure that he sees me eat, because he knows I can just decide to okay, I don't have anything, okay, just call my children, get me biscuits. Just give me 15 naira biscuits, and I will eat that biscuit, take my water off, I'm gone. I'm okay for that day. Even eba, I will not even smell it. I will not even. So there's something that usually happens to me. Once my husband travel, forget, my pot goes on holiday. Unless my kids oh, my mommy want to eat this type of food, it's okay, go and prepare it. But when it comes to me, for me to start thinking from within me and say, okay, let me go and prepare this for myself, I should put on the gas. I don't know. So I think there are some mothers like that don't really like much food. So, but you can't, for the fact that you are like that, your children don't have to be that way. Your children needs to feed well. So that's why we are making this wonderful timetable. And this timetable, you can just write in the comment section if you want to get this timetable. Then I'll write it out and send it to you. You can also follow it. Then this timetable is especially for October, because this October yam is available, plantain is available, potato is available, garri is available. That's what I'm mentioning for this October. By next month, some things will have changed. Like now, if you notice, cocoyam is not available now. So if you're thinking of you want to do a biriko, forget it. Or coconut, or cocoyam chips, you can't get it now because this is not the time. If you are Ijebu, you want to do ikokore in Ibadan, this is not water yam season. You can hardly get water yam. So if you have the timetable that you included water yam and you start looking for water yam to add to your children's meal, then you might really stress yourself. Now, lest I forget, I make mention in the last time that potato salad. I know you're going to ask me, what is potato salad? So if you're making a potato salad, all you needed is you need your mayonnaise. If you have mayonnaise, normal mayonnaise, some people don't prefer mayonnaise, taking their salad with mayonnaise. Some people prefer taking their salad with salad cream. But nowadays, some people prefer mayonnaise. So if you prefer mayonnaise, you can have your mayonnaise, you have your normal salt, you have your chicken. Then all you just need to do, let's say you boiled your potato, your normal potato, not Irish potato, your normal potato, you boiled it, you peel the skin, then you boiled it. Then after boiling, you get your carrot. Carrot is available, yeah. Carrot is available in Ibadan here. They are selling like not so big, 5 pieces for 200 naira. So you can get your carrot. Carrot is also available. Then you have your fresh peas. Then you have your onions. You have your cucumber. All you do is you mix them together. You add your mayonnaise. You are getting your potato salad. Then I also make mention of native jollof. Native jollof, you know, there are some food you cook when you're in school, when you're in the university, and you just name it anyhow. But if you really look deep down inside of you can see it has a lot of what? Vitamin. There are still other options of food that I wrote down that you can make use of. Then you can have your normal beans and dodo. Children love that. Most kids will pick out just the dodo and leave your beans alone for you. And the reason being that the way you've cooked your beans is not really tantalizing. It's not yummy. You know, there's this women in Lagos that they call ewa going. You know this ewa going, there's a special way they cook it, and it comes with stew. I'm telling you, there's no way you cook such a beans in your house. And your stew, don't use your palm oil, use your groundnut oil. Then your stew, add some shrimps and add some crayfish to that stew. So after you have boiled your beans, you add only salt and your onion. Then your beans is so soft. You prepare your stew. Then you add this stew on top of that beans, and decorate it with nice dodo. Your children will eat the beans. But some people, the way they will cook these beans, even you as an adult will run away from the person. They will cook the beans in such a way that it will the beans is miserable. They will just they want to make sacrifice to the gods. When you are cooking your beans, please make it so yummy that even your children, even before you finish preparing, they will run to you and say, "Mommy, what are you cooking?" But a lot of men will say, "No, my children doesn't eat this. They don't eat beans. When I prepare this, they will not eat it. You want me to force them to eat?" It's because what you are cooking, you are not adding swag. That is it. Add swag to what you are cooking to these children. They will run to your kitchen and ask you, "Mommy, what are you cooking? That thing smells so fine." So I'm cooking beans and stew or beans and sauce, and it's a type of sauce you've never eaten. I bet you don't want to be so eager to eat it. But when you cook your beans, you just add your palm oil, add pepper, and just bring everything to boil. Then you now serve inside a plate, and even seeing that food, said this children is running away. So that's why you have to make sure what you are cooking to this for your children is something that they want to eat. So that's why a lot of women say, no, my children are so expensive. I don't know I'm going to survive in this Nigerian period. And they don't eat this, they don't eat that. And the way things are expensive. How am I going to cope? You've put this stress on yourself. Look, there are things you do that doesn't really need much cash. It doesn't really need to be too expensive. Being expensive is not the main purpose of your cooking. Cooking this food in a way that this is so yummy, is so tantalizing, is so pleasing to behold, and to like, oh, I want to have this thing. Then don't always see your children like, oh, are they not children? Anyhow I prepare this, they are going to eat it. No, it's not matter of anyhow you prepared it. You have to prepare it well for them to eat it. So that's what we are talking about. So our Nigerian food timetable in this period, in what this country is saying, in how expensive foodstuffs are in the market, you can still enjoy the best of the best of the best meal, and you can have a very perfect plan that also favors you. It favors you, it favors your children. If I tell you can plan a meal with 15,000 naira for 2 weeks for a family of 5, and you are still going to have leftover, I mean it. And you are not going to eat just anything. But there are some people that I will tell you that they have their timetable and they have like 200 or 150,000 per month, and yet they are not eating balanced diet. Why? They just prepare what is not healthy, and they just felt, oh, we have the money, okay, buy this. It's no matter of buying, it's a matter of well-programmed balanced diet meal. It's not how expensive your meal is, it's how well it is balanced. It's not 1 million that you put into foodstuffs in your house that determines how balanced diet your children take in. It's how well you've planned. A child that is taking carbohydrates in the morning, carbohydrates in the afternoon, carbohydrates at night, and you are telling me you have 1 billion. If in the morning your children take spaghetti and stew, and this child come back in the afternoon, you gave this child bread. Oh, no, this is what my kids, you gave this child bread again, maybe bread and egg or so. Then at night you now give this child rice. I beg, those 3 things, spaghetti is from flour, that is carbohydrate. Your bread is from flour, that's carbohydrate. Now your rice is also carbohydrate. You have filled that child with 3 carbohydrate. Though you will tell me, oh, spaghetti is expensive in the market, and you know how much they sell a bag of rice. Now another wonderful thing about rice I want to talk about is your rice might be basmati rice, it might be Nigerian rice, it might be your father rice. Rice is rice, irrespective of whatever rice is. You're just going to give me a minute. It's raining. Let me just do some closing up of this place so that we are not going to be disturbed with the noise. Just give me a little bit. This is my biscuit. Oops, sorry for that break. It's raining, so I hope you can hear me with the noise of the rain. We are in rainy season. That really affected me to do some video last week. I actually went to the market last week to do my market vlog, but the rain, I couldn't film anything inside the rain. I had to just stay in one particular place for more than hours, and at the end of the day I was even trying to make sure I get home. It was raining, so this raining period, I think we just have to enjoy it. Every season that comes in Nigeria, we should enjoy it. Every season is a blessing. Every season has its own puzzle, because if there is no rain, we can't have all this food readily available. And like I am praying, like our garri is cheaper now, I pray the garri should even enter 100 naira per Congo. So the way they were selling before, that tin of milk is going to be 10 naira. We should start praying for Nigeria, because when we pray for this country, when the food is cheap, it's going to be easy for us as a mothers to plan all our meal. Now, so I still have some. Your kids also can have bread and sauce. Yes, have you ever tasted bread and vegetable? I know some people say, God forbid, how can I take bread and vegetable? Bread and fish sauce is also good for your children. Bread and fish sauce. Fish sauce is easy to prepare. Woo! If you tell me your children doesn't like food, please, plantain with fish sauce, try it. Yam with fish sauce, please try it. Potato with fish sauce, give it a try. You'll be so amazed. You will like, does this try? This one are juju. I've been waiting. It's not juju, because these children, they love good things. Everybody like good things. I hope you can hear me. Please, if you're watching me, if you can hear me, just because of the rain, I have to go offline now. I don't know if you can hear me. It's raining everywhere, so I'm thinking of this is actually my backyard, so it's raining. And it's never really signified that it's going to rain today. I never thought it's going to rain. Woo! Can you hear me? Woo! Can you hear me? It's raining, seriously. We have to go on break for the rain to stop. Noble. Longest time. Are you in this country? ID Noble. The same ID Noble. brother. Ice UK. Ice U. Ice UK. Ice UK doing tonight. Though we're in the afternoon, I know. Okay. You should also be in the afternoon by now. This should be around 2 o'clock in UK. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much. I love you. Thank you for watching. It's 2 p.m. in Nigeria. Wà ní UK, ṣé dáadáa lẹ wà? Ẹ ṣé adúpẹ́ tẹ̀ ń wo fídíò wa. Ọlọ́run máa ràn yín lọ́wọ́ o. Gbogbo nǹkan tẹ̀ ń ṣe ní ìlú òyìnbó kò ní ìbànújẹ́ sí mọ́ yín lọ́wọ́ o. Ẹ ṣé adúpẹ́. Thank you for supporting me. I say very big thank you. I be noble. It's raining in Nigeria. Seriously. Should we go inside the rain? I think it's inside the rain. Woo! I didn't know. I know the Lord will perfect all that concerns you. Thank you for always watching my video. Thank you for supporting your sister Ojuolape. Thank you. I can see now rain is gone. Rain is not gone. Although I think the rain is about to round up, so it's preparing, it's packing up gradually. But rice is on high side now in Nigeria. Rice is still expensive, but the most expensive food stuff now in Nigeria is our beans. Beans is so expensive. We don't know what we are doing to do. I mean, my best food is beans. I love beans. I don't know. Excuse me. Wait for the rain to stop so that you can hear me clearly. My hearing. I want you to stop. and I don't know if you can hear me. That's why I want to like just wait for some time for the rain to reduce. So this is Ibadan. So it was raining and we have to observe the nature. It's a perfect nature. Thank you for staying tuned. Thank you for watching till this hour. Anybody on the chat? Okay. Not raining again, yeah. It's in Naija. Okay. That was really wild. Okay. It can't rain in Warri now. For where? How will it rain in Warri? Is in Ibadan it to be raining seriously, heavily. It can't rain in Warri. Thank you for me for watching. Thank you so much. Please watch Fumi video. She's in Warri people. Thank you for watching. Aja. I know when it will rain in Aja, it will be a special day for you people. Don't worry. I know it will still rain in Aja. It will rain. I'm so sure it will rain in Aja very, very, very soon. It will rain. So, but for us in Ibadan here now, the most funniest thing is it's raining and there's still sunshine. You know that kind of combination. When I was small, they would say, once it is raining like that, lion are giving birth. How true is that? Those are our minds that they used to say when we were small. That once it is raining and it's also there's sunshine, it shows that lion has given birth. We don't know how true that is. But for Ibadan, yeah, this rain is really, it's raining. Seriously, you know this type of rain on Sunday. It tells you stay at home with your family. Prepare a nice dish for your family this period. Let them enjoy. Let them feel that love of family food. It's not every time you go out, eat out, with them adding too much of everything. I mean too much of everything. When I say too much of everything, you know. But anything you cook in your house, you know what you've added to your food. You know what you are eating. But you know, most food that you are not there when they prepared them. You felt though the environment is so neat, everywhere is so sparkling, but forget what's inside. So if you want to know more of the perfect timetable for your food, I think you have to visit. If you've not been watching Sisi Yemi video, let me put it this way, I've been addicted to her video because her video is such a way that she's not expensive. She's not that expensive that, okay, you said that, oh, for the fact that she's Sisi Yemi, she probably has a lot of money, and because of that, she might be so expensive in what she cook. Sisi Yemi is not expensive. If you watch all our meal, these are things you can buy in the market. The last time I watched her last video, the way she was pricing, I was laughing. You will price. If you're an housewife, you want to buy good in Nigeria, you don't have to price, they will buy you. You have to price to the extent that they will insult you. Then if you know you've never been insulted, or you are kind of person that when they insult you, you cry, please, when you visit Ibadan, don't visit their market, because they will abuse you. The way they will abuse you, you feel that they've known you from when you are a little child to when you grow, because the way they will look at you in such a way that they will know the type of abuse that suits your body, and they will give it to you right there in Ibadan. So I still want to say a shout out to those lovely sis, every beautiful faces that are watching Ojuolape space. Thank you to Fumi. Fumi is F-U-M-M-E-triple-E. Omoto triple E is Fumi. Thank you for ID Nobu. ID Nobu all the way from UK. I say thank you, sis. The Lord bless you. Queen Aniki, you are my personal person. You know now. Àtijọ́ lẹ̀pọ̀ tipẹ́tipẹ́ àṣẹ lẹ̀pọ̀ papọ̀ àti lẹ̀pọ̀ tipẹ́tipẹ́. And I'm saying a thank you to part of the solution. Thank you so much. Need my inspiration. I give it to you, my sister. Please check out our video. Nick, my inspiration, she's such a sweet inspiration. And let me just give you this baby. Very soon, our collaboration video is coming out. You will enjoy it. If it's waiting happen for them. Maybe I will start. I think I should start attending audition for acting. Because even me, I know say I get this talent, but I just hide this talent small. But this time around, I think I need to let the world see what talent the Lord has embarked in me. Yes, that the Lord God Almighty. You don't put on my belly. You need to see that. You need to see that. So I'll say thank you, my inspiration. You are such an inspiration, because in a way you are doing a collaboration with somebody that inspires someone. You could imagine what you are going to get from the person. It was double all the way. So this Sunday morning afternoon, I'm still talking about our Nigerian food timetable. Our Nigerian food timetable all the way. Manage your finances. Then, okay, when it, now I've skipped something out. When it has to come to snack, you can't deny your children of taking them out or getting them snack. That is one thing you can't deny them. But as an housewife, you have to try as much as possible to make sure, okay, this is a budget for snack. Maybe usually you have to get them to get meat pie, to get, should I start mentioning, to get ice cream. Let me just put it general like that. To get ice cream, to get them pizza. You just have to have a perfect budget for that particular outing for your children, because that's what I do for my children. I have a budget for them per month, so I will tell them we are not exceeding this particular budget. So if you have to eat out, we have to like, okay, work with budget. Every minute you don't just like, mommy, we are going out, and the next thing you jump out, and before the end of the month you like start trying to crack your brain on how much you have left with you and how you're going to manage the remaining price. So you don't plan yourself like that. You have to plan in a way. I'm talking about Nigerians, those Nigerians. If you live outside Nigeria, especially if you're in UK, my ID, I know it might not be applicable to you, because the way things are in Nigeria, that is not how it's. I don't think that is how it is in UK. It's different. But when you are in our own Obodo, Nigeria, things are different. So things have really gone so high that, let me share my experience. What happened yesterday? Yesterday I got to the market, and there's this particular woman. What she wanted to buy, she priced it, and the man now said, no, this is the last price. Do you know this woman did not leave it? Because I was also buying, I was also pricing. This woman now stood there, was now begging this person to sell it for her. Look, this is all she has. She brought out her purse, brought out her money, and said, see, this is all I have. This 100 naira for my transport fare, and this remaining money that I'm going to use it. I want to buy this, and if I don't buy it, you know, I can't just go like that. I didn't plan that it would be so expensive. So as she was begging the man, I was just like, within me, I wasn't really feeling so good. This is how bad Nigeria has gotten to. This is how bad. You know, she had the mind of, this is how much they sold it last. So she came to the market with that particular amount. And you know, this kind of people that, you know, seeing them that this person doesn't have a bank account, not to talk of he wants to transfer. You should know that I'm talking about those kind of people. You know, I had to like, okay, Oga, how much our money remain? How much will she balance you? And it's okay. And she has this, and she's supposed to balance me this. That's okay. I thank God, since the Lord has helped me in a little way, I had to like, okay, give it to her. I'll balance you. So man was like, hey, man. I was like, mommy, can you moshi? No. All I think she was now different prayer. I say, Lord, waiting upon waiting be the prayer for waiting. How much you stay support with you one by one, nearly kneel down for me for Mary. But to it's not to everybody. You know what you are going through is different. To her, that amount is big amount of money. To me and my friend, see the little money that she wants, that she's now begging this man, trying to kneel down for the man to sell it for her. But me too, I get wetin I suppose buy when my money never reach. My money never reach Range Rover. If I see somebody now that will say, okay, how much do you have for Range Rovers that I can add to you? Me, I will gladly say okay. I will need that for the people. In fact, I will prostrate for the person like the woman does. So everybody with their level of wants. So, but no matter how much or how little, you can put your family to eat the best meal and stop going through the stress of what to eat. There are some mothers, when you see them, I've entered inside a public transport, and this lady, everybody, we met ourselves inside this bus, and this woman was just lamenting on the way things are expensive. She don't even know what she's going to cook for her children. She don't know how she's going to cope. She don't know what to do. Wow. And imagine what she's going through. Sincerely, I'm going through that too within me of why is things so expensive like this? Why is this like this? Do you know another woman that replied that? I was so shocked. The woman was like, I thought I'm the only one. No, she has to open up. I was like, within me, I didn't open up now. As big girl now, you know now. In Nigeria, what you do now is package yourself. Don't let people know what you are going through. Make sure you have powder when you are going out. Do some little makeup. Put things, finishing touching, and make sure you are smiling all the way so that nobody will know what is happening to you. Then, before you know the women in the bus, they started like, oh, I'm going through the same thing. This one was like, issue one, that is, yam is so expensive. She bought this for so amount. This one complained, and the children now, what I'm going to do to them. This yam, I've told them it will take us 2 weeks before we finish. With my mind, I was like, God, show the Tony. And this actually happened when the yam came out newly. So I was like, within me, I didn't say anything, but within me, is it compulsory yam you must buy? There are other food items there that was cheaper. Try as much as possible, go for food that is cheaper. Don't go for things that are scarce and that are expensive now. Go for things that are very cheap. Going for things that are very, very expensive, it will not help you. It will just drain you down the drain. It will just make you feel, within you, although a lot of people, unless we have people that we are close to that we can share what we are going through, a lot of us, we just buckle it and it makes us look so old. You see a woman of 35 years, she's now, her face is, she looks like a woman of 70. Why? She's always brainstorming what to eat, what to cook, how to put the family together. Things, the money is not coming the way they used to come before. You don't need to do that. Put a smile on your face and make sure that you are always calculating what to. If you don't have a plan, forget it. You are going to have problem managing your own. The way you manage your business, you also manage your own. That's why you see some people, they say, what are you managing about him? What kilo one in share? A lot. The aspect of using your energy to do some house chores, arranging, doing something is different from even doing the calculation of what to eat. What to eat in a home, I will tell you, is a big challenge. To you might felt is nothing, but it's a big challenge. Why? Because of the cost of price of food commodity in Nigeria. The price of food commodity in Nigeria is so expensive that is really affecting. And as it's affecting, you won't be able to get through with the calculation of what you want to do when you have this money. Imagine Let's do some comparison. Imagine, let me say 5-6 months ago, the price of beans is different from the price of beans now. 5-6 months ago, I did a video. A beans was sold, a Congo of beans was sold for 300 naira. As at now, that same Congo of beans is sold for 1,500 naira. Please just compare that price. And sincerely, when we compare the amount of money that comes in, unless you're a businessman, but if you're a salary earner, I don't think automatically your salary has been increased magically in the last 6 months thrice or 4 times. So you can see how it's going, and it's affecting a lot of mothers, lot of men, lot of homes. So the best way is try as much as possible to manage your finances. Managing your finances, manage your food. Another thing I want to talk about is this. Try as much as possible monthly. When you're going for your monthly shopping, get things that are, if you have freezer, it will be very, very good. Like now, tomatoes is expensive in Ibadan now, but pepper is extremely so cheap. When you get to Ibadan now, you buy a pepper of 100 naira, you like, what is this? In fact, if you tell somebody, okay, I think I should do the picture and the prices of all this food stuff. I think I need to put it on my Facebook. The pepper I bought for 100 naira, I nearly screamed in the market down. Why? I was even trying to ask the woman, are you sure? How much? She said 100. I said, it was so much. It was too much that when I told my husband was shouting that this is 100 naira pepper. So, and I bought more than 100 naira. So everywhere was just full with pepper. But believe me, last 2 months, pepper was so expensive that you could count the number of pepper being sold for 100 naira. So you just look at the way it's, when it comes to some foodstuffs, some perishable goods, the way they go up and the way they come down. You can never ever give a full calculation of how it's working. Why is just moving up, why is it moving down. But what I'm trying to tell you right now is that when it comes to your food buying, some things go up, but once they are cheap, that's why I'm doing my video market vlog. I want to try as much as possible to make sure when I think I'll be doing that video. I'll be doing that for my vlogmas, the prices of things that have come down. So that will make you to know what is cheaper, what has reduced in price in Nigerian market. So you know what you're going to buy and what you should hold on. Because sometimes, now, the most funniest thing now is the pepper we have now is so pepperish, one, and we call it the Yoruba pepper. We usually have this Hausa pepper. That is, we have the Hausa pepper, we have the Yoruba pepper. The pepper around now is the Yoruba pepper, and this Yoruba pepper is so peppery. Now it's peppery and it's cheap. This pepper is planted in the Yoruba land. So as we have an area in Ibadan here where these people plant this pepper. I think I should take you down there. It's just I'm not a farm person, but I usually go around, I do this tour round vlog. So once it is pepper season like this, all the pepper they've planted in Ibadan, they will harvest them the same time. So you are going to have mass pepper in the market, because everything, because of the weather of Ibadan, the pepper in Ibadan is going to come at the same time. Everything is just going to get ripe at the same time. And pepper is perishable. If you keep them after harvesting, it's going to get spoiled. So the best thing you do is you push them to the market. By the time you push them to the market, you want it to go fast. By the time you want it to go fast, you have to reduce your price. Now, pepper is so cheap. Tomatoes is expensive. Vice versa. You might get to the next 2 months. Tomato might be cheap, while pepper will be so expensive. So now that the pepper is so cheap, you have to make use of how you are going to. I think there's something I also wish to talk about on YouTube. When these foodstuffs, especially perishable goods, they are very cheap, we need to do preservative. We need to preserve them. But a lot of us, we don't do that. We don't preserve. And when you get to YouTube, you see a lot of YouTubers that have done video on how to preserve your tomato, how to preserve your pepper, and things you should do without freezer. So I think it's high time we start. Nigerians need to start the art of preserving our food, especially when it comes to our perishable goods. Our perishable goods need to what be preserved. If you don't preserve it, that's why we run short of foodstuffs most times. So when you preserve, especially we, the consumers, even if the farmers are not preserving, then we consumers, we should try as much as possible to conserve and preserve what we have. Like the way tomato is in excess now, you can get the tomato, the pepper is in excess, sorry. You can get this pepper, you just remove the sticks, then you blend everything, then you just take it through the normal process of putting it, you boil it, and make sure that the water dries off. Then when the water dry off, your container, this glass container, you put them inside a pot and add water and put it on fire. You make it boil. After boiling, you add this your pepper, you just stock it inside the container and make sure it is properly closed tight. Then you now take it again, put it on fire again and boil it, and you can leave it like that. That is how it's going to be. So that gives it way to preserve. Then when you come to our plantain, we can preserve it in more way, like making it as plantain flour. For those of us that take plantain flour, it's very, very good. It's very, very good for the body. It's very, very good for everyone. You can also preserve it in such form. Then you can also have it, because it's going to come a period that this plantain is just coming out, but very soon it's going to be in excess. And once it is in excess, you can buy the unripe plantain. Buying the unripe plantain, you get a day off. You fry everything as a chips, plantain chips, and you store it inside the house. Your children can have this in the morning, or they can even have it as a snack when they get to the school. It's not every time you have to go through the stress of what to cook. Now that the potato is also readily available, you have them excess in the market, you can also do the same. You can also have your potato chips, your fried potato chips. You fry them, then you store them. You make sure it's very, very, very dry, because if it's not so dry, it's going to get spots. So make sure it's very, very dry and you keep it. Then now that garri is cheap, buy enough garri, because once garri is cheap, elubo is cheap, but I'm sorry, I don't know how to mention it. Your semo is expensive. Semo is expensive. Wheat is also expensive. So now look at this period now. Semo and wheat, they're not going to really sell so much this period, because garri is cheap, elubo is cheap in Ibadan. So a lot of people is going to shift to Eba. At least for a family of 5, I think you can hardly, unless they are heavy hitters, I think they can hardly finish a garri of 250. They can't. If they make Eba, they make that garri as Eba, a 250 naira garri. I don't think a family of 5 can finish it. So you can see how cheap is it compared to when you're buying semo. Semo of 1 kg will not be enough for a family of 5. It will be so small. So you can see how you're going to change your system. Then when it comes to rice, I think every child is, we are all tired of rice. So for the main time that we have yam, plantain, potato, we should do something else with plantain, potato. A lot of things we can do with them, and let rice rest. Beans, that one is a big work, because beans is so expensive. We have oloyin beans. Oloyin beans is going for 1,000. That is the Congo. And the normal paint rubber that they sell in Lagos, that is 2 Congos inside. So a Congo here is going for 1,005. So one paint plastic container of beans, I think it is going for 3,000 naira, which is too expensive. That paint rubber of garri in Ibadan, the paint rubber is going for 500 naira. Then rice, we have different rice, and rice is also moving up. We expect rice to stay constant this time. Before rice should move up, like the normal calculation, if you are conversant with Nigerian rate of price, normal time, normally those times, not now, like let me say last year, last 2 years. Once you see that rice usually go on high price when it's ending of November stroke December, your rice price increases. That is how they do it, because by then I think they usually close border then. But with the recent situation of what is on ground, even now the rice is going on high side, and the beans has not stopped to move up. Before, the beans, we have normal oloyin, then we have the white beans, then we have what we call drum. Now there's other one beans here, we call it pelebe. That pelebe is smallish, very small, but it's sweet like that of the oloyin beans. What happened to that beans now is the beans actually, once the beans, I think once they harvested that beans, once that beans is in market, that pelebe beans, it usually affects the other oloyin beans, which makes that oloyin beans price to come down. But this year, the reverse is the case. So the prices are still going up, because I visited the market yesterday and things was not like I expected it to be. I expected something to have dropped in price, but they didn't really drop. So the only thing that dropped was the normal garri. The only garri dropped from the normal price. Our palm oil moves up, the groundnut oil moves up than it used to be. Then our flour moves up. A Congo, that is paint rubber of flour, usually I think some few months back it was 350. That was a paint rubber, was 700 naira. But now the paint rubber now, that is for 700 naira, now is going for 1,200. That is how high flour has really moved high. The flour has moved up. Then your normal bread is now expensive. The 100 naira bread is so small. The bread, the 700 naira, the one that was sold for 600 is now being, I think 600 is now being sold for 750. There's this one big family bread that is so big. It was sold 550. Yes, I mean 550 before. Now it's now 700 naira. Then nothing comes down. Meat is now so expensive. Then fish is coming down a bit. It's not really down like that, but it's really reduced in price a bit. That is for the meat. Then for the egg is moving up, and you know that every December, January, February, eggs are always expensive. Now with the situation of what is happening in this country, I wonder what is going to happen to egg by December, January, February, because this is analysis of what usually happens, why eggs are expensive that period. For those people that have layers in their farm, those that lays egg, they usually sell them off. They call it old layers. So they will have produced egg for maybe for the past 1 year, so they are going to sell it off, and by this time they will have started wearing another one. So by the time they sell it off for this Christmas season and they sell everything off like that, they are going to have new birds. And when they have new birds, new layer, they will start what feeding that new bird till they start laying eggs. So before they start laying egg, the eggs are usually, it takes time. So that's why by January you might not really get egg, by December you might not really get egg, by March, but by getting to April, May, they will have started producing egg. So that brings egg to be expensive. But now, why the egg is expensive now? They said because of the feed. The feet are expensive. Feet are expensive. To feed just one bird now is money in Nigeria. So that is why the eggs are now so expensive. To get egg is expensive. Then your crayfish. This is crayfish season. Like I did in my last some videos back now on how I package crayfish, picked the crayfish, grind the crayfish, how I did that. So it happens that crayfish now, this is time that the crayfish is very cheap, but I'm so sorry, very soon the price of crayfish is going to go high. So if you don't have crayfish now, it's going to go very, very high. Now another thing that is now very, very expensive is our onion. To eat onion now work. I don't know how we are going to survive with onion. To eat onion now, I mean it. When I say now work, I mean now work. Thank you, ID. Thank you, ID Nobu. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. I'm so glad. I'm so happy you're watching me. I have to give down what is really happening in the market, so that this is what we are all confronted with in this country. And the most important thing is food. If you don't eat, your family doesn't eat. It's a big work. It's a big blow, and there's nothing you're going to do about it. So the best thing is to make sure that your family, you feel them well. And a lot of people are just like so scared of what is happening in the system, what is happening in the country, what is happening in the Nigerian market, and they don't know how they are going to go about it. But with what is in Nigeria now, if you can manage your finances, you will cope. I don't say, I mean you will cope. When I say cope, you will cope because hey, this is hey, this is a situation whereby you see most men, they just want to hanging out just to make sure they feel happy, not carry the burden of what they are going to meet at home any longer. So they just stick outside to relax their head, to relax their mind, to feel they are human being, because the pressure on them is so heavy. Now this is just the season we are through. Some people have not even paid for the school fees of the children, and food stuff is going high. These children have to eat. So you should imagine what most men are going through. To all Nigerian men, I give them kudos. They are trying. Easy. Nigerian men, they and they want to make sure that they stand up to their responsibilities. They have to stand up to their responsibility, and they are doing that. So I give them kudos. Bosa, bosa, bosa. So I say thank you so much. Thank you so much for sticking together with me. Thank you so much. Watch me, support me. I think I'll be doing everyday live video, because I really want to get to my watch time. My watch time is so lacking. It's so small. And if I don't get it, before which month? Now YouTube will return me back. All the ones I've acquired for this year now, they will scrap it out, that I didn't meet up their expectation. So I had to oh God, come to my people, tell them I need their help, and I know they are going to help me. They will not abandon me. They are good people. Good people will not abandon good people. So good people will not abandon good person. They will not abandon me. So I say thank you so much. 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 I think I need to go for a break, because I'm so tasty. I need to drink water, I need to eat something, I need to, because I'm so glad. Even saying, being in your presence, I don't feel like eating. Most times when I'm facing with, when I'm on the screen, like, eating is not my thing anymore. I don't just eat. So give me your full support. Watch me. Watch my YouTube video. Make your sister grow. Maybe I should go back to pidgin. So that you know that this guy don't come again. Make your sister grow. Help me. Assist me. Just wait. Don't go. I just want to take water. Just give me a moment.